Where's the trigger?
It's that one right there. But aim first, man.
Okay.
Look out!
That's Michael Douglas playing the character of William Foster in the film Falling Down. Even though this was made in 1993, I think it's more relevant than ever that looks at situations with men and what happens when men do fall down. Hi, I'm John of Figurative Arc. I'm a visual artist. Welcome to my channel. Hope you'll consider liking and subscribing. So this film follows this character who was a defense contractor, and as the Cold War ended, he really was no longer needed, wasn't seen as valued anymore, and he had made so much of his identity around his job that he kind of snaps on the freeway and leaves his car, and he enters this urban landscape where he's trying to get back to his estranged wife and daughter because it's her birthday, and he meets all these different characters and obstacles along the way that are really slowing him down on this journey. He meets a couple of gangsters. He meets a racist that tries to kill him. Someone else who is gouging prices where he can't get change to make a phone call to his daughter. And he also connects with characters that very much kind of remind him of himself.
What happens if you're not economically viable?
So the idea of playing by the rules and not being able to get ahead in life. And certainly today that's a real problem because someone can have a full-time job and still not be able to ever afford to buy a house. And so with all these economic problems, by the end of the film, what we also get is not only the character struggling with that, but now the character is not only discarded, he is seen as the problem.
I'm the bad guy?
Yeah.
How'd that happen?
The pat cliche thing that people say, when you fall down, you get back up. Well, what do you do if your legs are broken? Well, you're going to need help. This character doesn't have anyone to help him. He has no friends. He has an estranged wife. He's a guy that's put all his identity into his job. He hasn't developed the other relationships in his life, and now he has nothing. He has no one to help him back up again. And in 2023, in the United States, the Surgeon General declared loneliness an epidemic. And certainly among men, and young men in particularly, are at great risk. This film, and thinking about what's going on in our society right now, how can we look out and mentor and recognize men in their unique journey? How can we uplift them? I think that's really important. Friendships are very important, and yet it seems increasingly in our society that is harder and harder to find. I know as myself, as a visual artist, I photograph men as a way of trying to promote them and to encourage them. So that's what this film made me think about. I rewatched it recently, and it's just more relevant than ever. And I'd be interested in what do you think the challenges for men are today in our society, whether you identify as a man or not. I would appreciate your perspective in the comments. Again, consider liking and subscribing. Hope to see you again on the channel sometime soon. Thanks for keeping company. Until then, toodaloo.
Don't forget me.